Broadcast Network, Mike Ritchie, Billy Parker, Toby Murray here to bring you good softball action. Pulaski County comes in with a record of 12-1, taking on the Warhawks from Great Crossing as they come in with a record of 7-3. Pulaski County, pretty good ball club. Should be a good ball game here tonight as we're already under action here with the first pitch strike called. To the leadoff hitter, Riley Hall. She slaps one picked up by the shortstop. Nice long throw. Not in time, so we'll give that a base hit. To the leadoff hitter for Pulaski County. Their first hit of the ball game. That'll bring up Don Wilson, the left fielder for Pulaski County. Here's the pitch from Lane Ogle, but in the air, foul. Lane Ogle for Scott County, pretty much their number one pitcher.
And Mike, if you thought you were getting a break after getting away from Hull batting .659, you don't get any break with Wilson batting .629.
You can't beat that. So Lane Ogle has played in 6 games, started pitching in 6 games, 28 innings pitched, 23 hits, 15 runs, 11 of those earned, 7 walks, 26 strikeouts. Her record is 2-2 with an ERA of 2.75, and she's thrown 446 pitches coming into the ball game. Pop up, foul territory, left side, Lockadoo underneath of it. For the first out of the inning, and that'll bring up Chloe Carroll for Pulaski County. Chloe Carroll batting .468.
No break. No break. First pitch strike there. Working the inside of the plate there on her. Nice effort from Bianca Ward there behind the plate. As the batter fouls that one off. And we're at 0-2. Just where I'd want to be if I'm pitching to somebody batting .468.
Wow. Their lineup, their batting averages are pretty impressive.
They sure are. Top to bottom.
So here's the 0-2 pitch, a little bit high, and the count goes to 1-2 to the number 3 hitter, Chloe Carroll, the 7th grade second baseman. One out in the inning. Nice pickup by Scott County. Nani Valencia. Nice one hop. Unassisted, the runner is able to advance on down to second base, Riley Hall, and that'll bring up the pitcher, number 17, Kaylee Strunk. She's just batting .500.
Oh, just .500. I don't see a monster truck out there in right field, so I'm not sure what he was after.
So now batting, like we said, Kaylee Strunk, the pitcher for Pulaski County. Outside is the pitch from the left-hander for Scott County, Lane Ogle, the junior. Another pitch outside, and the count goes to 2 balls, no strikes. Foul tip. Telling you what, you look at the lineups for both of these teams, I think you might want to hire their pitching coach.
Mm-hmm.
Ground ball picked up by Scott County.
There we go.
Delaney Sullivan quickly over to Nani Valencia for the third out of the inning. So in the inning, Pulaski County has no runs, 1 hit, no error, leaving 1 runner on base. So quick start there, Billy. Let's get your impression. We'll stay right here. What's your thoughts of this ball game?
Well, I will say this as we were getting started. Wow, the batting average for Pulaski County, I would be pretty happy to come out of an inning looking like that.
Yep, you would have to say that. So Scott County, no runs allowed to Pulaski County. Pulaski County, their pitcher, Kaylee Strunk. Let's look at some statistics for her. Kaylee, she's pitched in 13 ball games. 64 total innings pitched, give up 56 hits, 26 runs, 19 earned, 4 walks, 75 strikeouts. Circle that, 75 strikeouts. She's 12-1 on the season, has pitched 883 total pitches with an ERA of 2.08. This should be a good ball game.
It should be, yep. Looking for some commonality between... And there's a foul ball.
So again, defensively for Pulaski County. Out in left field is Dawn Wilson. In center field is Molly Nelson. Abby Clevenger plays right field. The third baseman's Ryan Souder. Gabby Countryman is the shortstop. Chloe Carroll is the second baseman. Vicky Countryman plays over at first. The catcher is Riley Hull, and out on the bump is Kaylee Strunk for the Maroons of Pulaski County and their head coach, Brad Gover. Played a lot of softball with his brother, Al, and got to know his brother, Greg, quite a bit as well. So shout out to them if they happen to be listening. Leading off for Scott County is Cameron Lookadoo, the third baseman, a sophomore, batting 600. Just 600, Billy.
Yeah. And, by the way, half the time when she gets on base, it's an extra base hit.
Yep, future looks bright for that young lady.
Mm-hmm. You know, Mike, if you're looking for some, just trying to make sense of it all, at 12-1, Pulaski's only loss to Central Hardin, who Great Crossing beat, I believe it was 6-3 earlier in the year.
Oh, we got the chance going. There's the 0-1 pitch, off-speed pitch in the dirt. Good job behind the plate there for Riley Hull. I feel like the planets have aligned. We had to do everything backwards in the scoreboard the last game because of the delayed coin flip. This time we guessed right. So 1 for 2 on the coin flip home team guess from yours truly. Off-speed curveball, fouled straight back. And again, want to give a shout out to Dr. Rob Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Art Morvay and Lynn Reeves over at Scott County Physical Therapy. Thanks to them for helping bring the broadcast here for you for Great Crossing and Scott County softball and baseball this spring. So again, if you get a chance to talk to those guys, tell them thank you, and we really appreciate it. So the leadoff hitter for Scott County, still battling. We get that sun to go down. It's going to be a pretty nice night for some softball. Actually, it already is. Just that sun's bugging us a little bit. She's locked in. Good plate appearance here by Scott County's Cameron Lookadoo.
One of the many super sophomores they have on this team.
Two is your count. Again, back at it tomorrow on the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network. We have Great Crossing taking on Woodford County at 9. Off-speed pitch, just a little bit outside. That was too close to take. I think she was fooled on that one. But back to what we're doing tomorrow. We have, like I said, Great Crossing taking on Woodford County at 9 o'clock. Then we'll hop over to the baseball field at Scott County and bring you Ryle versus Scott County in the Dan Cummings Slugfest. And then if time permits, probably not a good chance of it, but tentatively we're going to bring you Scott County versus Mercy. Nice shot out to center field. Underneath of it on a good running catch is Molly Nelson for Pulaski County. So a great at bat. It'll show up in the books as an out, but that was an awesome bat by Scott County's leadoff hitter, Cameron Lookadoo. That'll bring up Delaney Sullivan, the shortstop, sophomore, batting .414 for the Warhawks. First pitch swinging, foul down the left side. On the chase is the shortstop, just out of the reach. So the count is 0-1, one out here in the bottom of the first inning. That's almost like an Oofus pitch right there, Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Billy's then got the garb on. He brought out the Warhawks hat for this game. He was impartial that first game. Look up, Billy, just like that. You got that Warhawks hat on.
Well, they gave me grief after that first spell of the Birds because we took the Scott County picture with the wrong hat on. So came equipped with both tonight.
I understand. Speaking of that, we will be giving out another Player of the Game trophy. The winner in the first game of the Player of the Game was Scott County's Lexi Roby. First strikeout of the ball game for Pulaski County's Kaylee Strunk. That'll bring up Bianca Ward, the catcher for Great Crossing, batting .409, only a junior.
Leading the team in home runs, though, Mike.
A little bit of pop in the bat. First pitch swinging, and you can see with that swing right there.
I think she about hit a home run on the orange field.
Yep, I don't think she was trying to slap that one to left field. Hello. Just threw the ball game. What's that?
Ooh. Got her. 2 strikes. She didn't like that changeup, but it drops in for a strike. Calm, cool, and collected is Bianca Ward. Fouls that one off, stays alive. Count stays at 0-2.
0-2 is the count here. 2 outs in the inning for Great Crossing. Bianca Ward batting .409 for the Warhawks. Off-speed pitch just a little bit low in the dirt. Pop-up. Third baseman and shortstop going forward. It falls out of play. Over past the left field foul fence. So the count stays 1-2 to Scott County's number 3 hitter, the catcher, Bianca Ward. On deck is Valencia. Here's the pitch, high. Count goes to 2-2. Awesome night for baseball out at Scott County. Somerset's taking on Ryle. We happen to be over here at Great Crossing Park watching some pretty good softball. First game, Scott County blew it open late as they defeated Collins High School by a final score of 8-0. Off-speed pitch in the dirt. And like we always say, we're glad you're watching us. But if you get a chance to come out and support these athletes in person, whether it be baseball over at the Dan Cummins Slugfest or softball here at the Warhawk Classic, get out and support your high school athletes. Foul pitch into the net. She stays alive, and the count remains full.
And if you're Coach Portwood, you got to be happy with this at bat. 9 pitches. Really putting some pitch count on this pitcher.
Pulaski County comes in with a daunting record, like we said earlier, 12-1. She gets a hold of it down the left field line. It's out of the park, but foul. So the count's 3-2 here, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first inning. We're scoreless. No hits for either team. Off-speed pitch.
Ooh.
Strike 3 called. That could have went either way, but you can't argue it was strike 3. Second strikeout of the ball game for Miss Strunk. And Scott County goes 3 up and 3 down. So through 1 complete, your score. Pulaski County 0, Scott County 0. Back after this on the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network.
Bluegrass Orthopedics, we are constantly striving to be on the cutting edge of practice and technology. This is why we're the first in the area to acquire the Stryker Mako robot to assist our physicians in knee surgeries. The Stryker Mako robot is the pioneer of robotics in orthopedic surgery and has the industry-leading experience in orthopedic robotics. This allows our doctors to be more precise and allows you to recover faster and with less pain. Bluegrass Orthopedics and Bluegrass Specialty Surgical Center, serving athletes of all ages.
Welcome back. Through 1 inning complete, you can see the totals right here. Pulaski County, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. Great crossing, 0s across the board. As we start the second inning here on the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network, Pulaski County coming to bat. And on the bump for Scott County is Lane Ogle. Defensively for Scott County, just to level set you there, Cameron Lookadoo's over at third, Delaney Sullivan at shortstop, Destiny Reed at second base, Nani Valencia over at first, Bianca Ward is catching, Lane Ogle is pitching, and your outfield from left to right, Raleigh McAllister, Brooklyn Booth, and Katie Baker. Leading off the inning for Great Crossing is the number 5 hitter, Vicky Countryman, batting only .361 compared to everyone else in the lineup. That is their lowest average for their starting lineup. That's pretty impressive. Having a little fun there. Anytime you can bat over 300 in any sport involving a softball or a baseball, that's considered excellent. There's a lot of players in the Hall of Fame in baseball with an average below .316. Strike the call. Good off-speed pitch. Count goes to 1-1 for the left-handed junior, Lane Ogle. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Line drive just foul down the third base line. And you gotta have some nerves to play third base in high school softball. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Off speed up high. Count goes 2-2. Fouls it back. Probably a ball, but with 2 strikes, Billy, you can't take a chance.
That I would agree. Seeing how that last inning ended, I would agree.
Ground ball over to Sullivan. Sullivan quick up quickly over to Valencia. And back-to-back 6-3 putouts. For third out in the first inning, the first out here in the second. That'll bring up Gabby Countryman, the shortstop, batting .405 is the senior. I like the gray pants with the white pinstripe that Pulaski County's wearing here tonight. Both teams looking pretty snazzy. Great Crossing in their green tops with navy blue pants. Pulaski County in the maroon tops with the gray pants with the white pinstripes.
And do I have this right, Mike? They are the Pulaski County Maroons?
Yes, that's correct. Strike call. And the count goes to 0-2 as Gabby Countryman falls a little bit behind in the count. One out here in the top of the second inning. Pop up. Valencia underneath of it for Scott County over at first base. Two hands it for the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Ryan Souter, the third baseman. Only an eighth grader, but batting .333 on the season for the Maroons. Like I say, you look at their batting averages, you got to say hats off to their their hitting coach at Pulaski County, doing a great job. That pitch from Ogle is inside. Pulaski County with one hit so far in the ball game. That was a leadoff hit from Riley Hull. This ball is past the third baseman. Great play.
They're
going to say safe, but awesome play out there by Delaney Sullivan for Scott County. We'll give that a base hit. Lookadoo did a good job diving for it. Kind of impressed that Delaney Sullivan was able to get to it, but she was able to get to it, get enough on the throw where it made it a judgment call by the official over at first base. But the second hit of the ball game for Pulaski County, and that'll bring up Abby Clavenger, batting .714 is the right fielder.
The eighth batter in the lineup, batting .714.
Yep.
No, I'm just, I wasn't correcting you. I was just.
The eighth batter, batting .714.
I'm in awe.
Yep. That's one of those you go, Coach, what I got to do to move up? Bat 800? But it's all about where you get the hit. If you're batting that eighth hitter, you're getting fastballs, and they're throwing to try to make you get an out. They don't want to roll back over to the top. So she's seeing good pitches in that eighth spot, and believe me, if I could bat in the eighth spot and bat .714, I'd want to be a career number 8 hitter.
It looks like she might have just been recently given an opportunity, Mike, because it looks like she's only had about 7 at-bats. So she's made the most of that opportunity for sure.
Yep. So the count goes 2-2 with 2 outs here in the second inning, so a lot of deuces on the board. 2-out single from Ryan Souter. She's over at first base. The pitch outside corner. And the umpire kind of flinches and says, I don't know about that one. He called it a ball, but his reaction, he kind of thought about it a little bit. Three-two pitch, fouled off. Kind of sawed her off on the inside. That'd have been a wooden bat. It might be broken now. Here's the full count pitch. Swing and a miss. So third out of the inning. First strikeout of the ball game for Lane Ogle of Great Crossing. And that'll bring us through the top of the second inning with your score. Pulaski County 0, Great Crossing 0. We'll be back in a moment right after this on the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network.
For oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery, specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie, Billy Parker, Toby Murray. We're here at the Warhawk Classic. Good ball game going on right here. We move into the bottom of the second inning. Pulaski County, 2 hits in the ball game, 1 in each inning, but unable to score. Great Crossing looking for their first hit of the night. And they'll start off with Nani Valencia signing to play collegiate softball at Western Kentucky University. So hats off to her. Outside, and the count goes 2-0. Billy, after the rain for the last couple of days, I didn't know if we were going to play or not tonight, so hats off to the grounds crew getting this field ready.
Yes, sir. Tim Tevis, I believe, is pretty instrumental in helping get that going. And
Valencia pops one down the right field line just outside the reach of the second baseman. She's trying to go for 2. The right fielder up with the throw. Good throw by Clevenger, but not in time. And a leadoff double for Nani Valencia for Great Crossing as they get their first hit of the ball game. Now batting is the DP, number 33, Kendall Mead, batting .462 on the season for the Warhawks.
She's fairly recently worked herself into the lineup. She had a home run against Frankfort, not today's game against Frankfort, but the first time they played.
Yeah, Great Crossing's already played one game today, a makeup game as they played Frankfort, I think. Was it Frankfort they played, Billy?
That's correct.
Beat them 11-0, if I remember. The update that I got to get their record to 7-3. So good job by me. Gets the bunt down perfectly to move over Valencia. Picking it up is Kaylee Strunk over to Chloe Carroll. But we're going to call that a sack bunt. First out of the inning, but Valencia over at third base with only 1 out. And that'll bring up 0-0 the second baseman, Destiny Reed, the sophomore.
Reed's another one that's worked her way into the lineup and has made the most of it.
Yep, batting .500 on the season. First pitch swinging, pops it up. Underneath of it is the shortstop, Gabby Countryman. One hands it for the out. I always say and I always will, if you've got 2 hands, why not use them? So 2 outs, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Lane Ogle, batting .318, is the junior, and a chance to give herself and her team the lead with Valencia out at third base with a leadoff double. First pitch swinging, foul tip into the mitt of Riley Hull. Outside is that pitch. And I got to give a shout out to her sister Ashley. I mentioned her brother Trey last game and got a little bit of a look as her sister Ashley was up in Connecticut watching the first game, the Battle of the Birds between Scott County and Great Crossing. She's here in person tonight. Said she didn't want me to mention it, but now I can say I have. So thanks for watching in Connecticut, Ashley. And if you got any family up in Connecticut watching it, tell them I said hello. So 1-2 is your count here. 2 outs here in the bottom of the second inning. Scott County junior pitcher Lane Ogle trying to get Scott County's first run. Swing and a miss on the inside pitch. So the strikeout number 3 for Strunk, and Scott County strands and wastes a leadoff double off the bat of Nani Valencia. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. You're watching Warhawk Classic Softball on BirdsNestSports.com.
For oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with.
Schools and BirdsNest Athletics would like to take this opportunity to thank our corporate sponsors: Bluegrass Orthopedics, Georgetown News Graphic, Denise M. Keene, Certified Public Accountant, Brickhouse Properties Real Estate, Chick-fil-A, Toyota Motor Manufacturing of Kentucky, Clark's Pump and Shop, Georgetown Community Hospital, West Banco, Greens Toyota of Lexington, Ozer Paint and Flooring, Scott County Veterinary Clinic, People's Bank, Time to Shine Car Wash, Steve Skierman, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Domino's Pizza, Burger King, Galvin's on Main. This broadcast has been made possible by these corporate sponsors and viewers like you.
Welcome back to the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie, Billy Parker, Toby Murray here at the Warhawks Classic. The Great Crossing Warhawks playing Pulaski County. We go into the top of the third inning. Your score is not, as Jethro would say it, or he would say double naught, but Pulaski County, 1 hit in the ball game, or excuse me, 2 hits in the ball game. Scott County with only 1 hit as they stranded the leadoff double off the bat of Nani Valencia in the bottom of the second. So again, we go to the top of the third, and leading off for the Maroons of Pulaski County, only batting .568, is that center fielder Molly Nelson. First pitch, lefty on lefty. She tries to slap it. Lookadoo is on the charge. If I played third base and they did that, I'd be running the other way.
Yeah, I'd want more than a mask.
Suit of armor, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
0-1.
Oh.
Slapper.
Oh.
One hopper by Lookadoo off her knees.
Oh.
And they call her safe. I'm going to give that a base hit. She caught that ball through from her knees. So we're going to say a good effort play. Make that a base hit.
Well, clearly my eyes aren't working because I thought for sure she scooped that. I thought she caught that clean, but.
Yep. Now we'll go back up to the top to Riley Hull. Oh, leadoff single and stranded at second base in the first inning. First pitch swinging. Pop up out the left field. Underneath of it is Riley McCallum for Great Crossing. A little bit loose on that catch out there. Saw a lot of yellow, but first pitch swinging was Riley Hull. Made contact, but the ball went right into the glove of Great Crossing's left fielder, Riley McAllister.
Riley to Riley.
So 1 out here. First pitch slap is Don Wilson. Pickoff back to first base. Good job by Destiny Reed getting over there. Great pickoff attempt there from Bianca Ward. Just a split second late. A little excitement up here in the broadcast booth. So just like that, Dawn Wilson finds herself behind 0-2 in the count. She popped up to the third baseman, Lookadoo, in the first inning. Staying alive as she fouls that one out of play. Here comes the 0-2 pitch from Ogle, outside, and Wilson can't stay off of it, so a strikeout swinging. Second strikeout of the ball game for Lane Ogle, and that'll bring up Chloe Carroll, batting .468. The second baseman had a ground out to Valencia in the first inning. First pitch outside, bobbles it, up with the throw. And they're going to give her an out. I thought she was safe, but
I'm not going to argue with him, but
they're going to give an out. Good job by Bianca Ward on the throw and the cover of the bag by Delaney Sullivan for the third out of the inning. And just like that, Scott County gets out of a jam. No runs, 1 hit no errors, and no runners left on base. So after 2.5, Scott County and Pulaski County both remain scoreless. We'll be back right after this.
Ever wonder where the capital A in Chick-fil-A came from? It started with grade A, top quality chicken. But we believed everything, not just the food, should be grade A.
A is for above and beyond.
An extra level of care.
A game.
From caring for our guests and our community to cleanliness and safe service with a My Pleasure. A is for all the little things we do to bring you our best every day.
A little funky dance.
And that too.
Welcome back to the BirdsNestSports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie, Billy Parker. And Billy, after 2.5, what do you think about Pulaski County as we saw everybody bat through the first of the lineup?
Well, they look to be definitely a worthy competitor, but I do wonder a little bit. I look at the teams they played, and I don't know that they're as battle-tested as Great Crossing. So I'll be curious to see how that plays out.
All righty, leading off the inning for Scott County is the number 8 hitter. That will be Brooklyn Booth, the center fielder, batting .250. Here's the first pitch from Kaylee Strunk. On its way, first pitch swinging, pop up. Just out of play into the yellow awning that's covering the bleachers over here on the first base side.
And you know, Mike, the first time I saw those at a ball field, I thought, that might be overkill. But you know what? When it's sun's coming down, beating down on you in July and August, they sure are nice.
Yep. And speaking of these awnings, looking at the field over at Great Crossing for softball and baseball, to have those bleachers with the cover, that's pretty awesome.
Yep. Shout out to the architects, Klopfelter Samakar, for the design there.
Yep, hopefully in a couple of years, Scott County will have the same pretty much.
Yep, that is the plan.
0-2 pitch, just a little bit outside. The count goes to 1-2. One-two pitch from Strunk.
Oh,
over
nice.
the head of the second baseman. Good piece of hitting right there by Scott County's Brooklyn Booth.
That got the dugout going.
Yep. Katie Baker now batting for Great Crossing. The senior right fielder batting .208 on the season. Batting number 9 tonight, and she's getting a little bit of coaching advice from Coach Portwood. And if I were to summarize that long conversation, I'm thinking bunt. Coach Portwood's going through the signs real quick. We'll see what happens.
She did have a home run a couple games ago against Western Hills. And there you go. You called it, Mike.
The bunt picked up by Strunk. Good job covering over there by
Productive
Carroll.
out.
So a sack bunt. For the first out of the inning, but she does advance the runner by the name of Brooklyn Booth over to second base, and that'll bring up Cameron Lookadoo. Had a great at bat her first time up, flew out to the center fielder, Molly Nelson, but she probably saw 8 or 9 pitches. First pitch swinging is Lookadoo, fly ball left field. Underneath of it on the run is Don Wilson right at the fence. She makes a play on it but is unable to catch it. Good hustle right there, and Lookadoo lives to bat again. So we're in the bottom of the third inning here, the Warhawk Classic. Again, a lot of ball games tomorrow. We'll be back on the internet live at 9 o'clock in the morning as Great Crossing takes on Woodford County, 11th region. Correction. An old 11th region matchup.
Hard to keep track now, isn't it?
Yes,
Changes.
it is.
Yeah.
Here's the 0-1 pitch, a little bit high. But regardless, Woodford County coming over here playing Great Crossing at 9. We're going to pack up things and go over to the baseball field. Broadcast Ryle versus Scott County. And then if there is a miracle of some way, we're going to try to get over here and bring you Mercy versus Scott County at 3 p.m. Off-speed pitch, dropped, and good hustle right there by Brooklyn Booth. We're going to give that a pass ball. As it hit the catcher's mitt, she drops it. And by the time she picks it up, Brooklyn Booth, nothing but hustle right there. Just beats the throw out of third base. So 1 out. Cameron Lookadoo at the plate. Chance to give Great Crossing an early lead here. First foul ball on the first base side. And the count goes 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Strunk. And Lookadoo staying alive. Again, pretty impressive leadoff hitter. Only a sophomore, but she's got good plate coverage. Very patient. And making the pitcher Strunk work both at bats here in the ball game. What do you think, Billy?
Yeah, it's she's got a little bit of movement on her pitches. Mike, did we mention that this is a battle between two top 20 teams? Number 13 Pulaski versus number 20 Great Crossing. Did I miss that? Did you already throw that out there?
I didn't throw it out there. I was waiting for you.
Oh, well. You're giving me softballs.
Yep. So 2-2, the count remains. Here's the pitch to Lookadoo with Booth down at third base. Well, Lookadoo
that's
just
going to be
flings
trouble
it
for
over top of
Pulaski.
the second baseman's head and a misplay. So we're going to have a single, RBI single, and an error on that. But Great Crossing scores the first run of the ball game on an RBI single off the bat of Cameron Lookadoo. And then we're going to say an E9 allows her to go to second base. So Scott County with 2 hits in the inning and their first run of the ball game. I keep saying Scott County, I mean Great Crossing. They are in Scott County, so technically I am right. Delaney Sullivan tries to slap a bunt there as Lookadoo's off and running, and all I heard one of the fans say was, "Oh my God." So the count goes to 0-1. 1 out here in the inning. Lookadoo with the RBI single. She's out at second base. Very aggressive, and there's the throw back to second base, not in time from Hull to Carroll. Cameron Lookadoo not bashful out at second base. She was halfway to third on that one. She pops it up. Good job right there. Good play by Raleigh Hull. 2 outs in the inning. And that'll bring up Bianca Ward, the catcher for Scott County, struck out for the third out in the first inning.
But an 11-pitch at bat.
Yep. You got to like that.
Yep.
So Scott County, first team to dent the scoreboard tonight. First pitch is high.
That would indicate that the pitcher remembers this batter as well.
Yep. Strike is the call. Count evens up at 1-1. Ball popped up to center field. Underneath of it is Molly Nelson. 2-hand catch for the third out of the inning. But 3 outs for Scott County, but they're able to score their first run of the ball game and take the lead. So through 3 innings complete, Scott County won. I did it again. I'm going to have to start putting $1 in the jar. It's Great Crossing 1. Scott County not playing here. Pulaski County, I keep talking myself into it. Let's try this again. Do-over. Great Crossing 1. Pulaski County 0. Back after this.
Georgetown means great cars, great local sports, great people, and Galvin's, a great place where friends meet for great Galvin's food. Galvin's voted the best local restaurant in Georgetown. Enjoy a great specialty sandwich from Philly cheesesteaks to Strombolis. Bring the whole family. Watch the big games on the big screens. You'll watch the game. We'll make the munchies like our signature pizzas and home-cut potato chips. Galvin's on Main Street next to the courthouse. Join us on Facebook for all the latest Galvin's action.
Welcome back to live softball here at the Warhawk Classic. Great Crossing County Park. Mike Ritchie, along with Billy Parker and Toby Murray. Good softball action here. Glad to be bringing it to you. Like I said, glad you're watching. If you are watching, call a friend and have them watch it too. So Lane Ogle warming up for the Warhawks. And Billy, I'll give you a chance to do a little analysis right here. 3 innings in the book. What's your thoughts?
Still one of those games you just could see going either way, but I like the way that the Warhawks are looking. They're putting runners on. They're going deep in counts. It's really good to see. Really good to see.
Yes, it is. And again, a reminder, we're going to be giving out a Player of the Game award plaque after this. That Player of the Game for this game will be sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
I 0-1 the count as Bianca Ward goes out to talk to Lane Ogle.
So leading off is Chloe Carroll, the second baseman, popped out to Valencia over at first base in her first plate appearance. She calls time, and that time is granted by the home plate umpire. Here's the 0-1 pitch, just a little bit outside. Swing and a miss. The count goes 1-2. Again, a shout out to Dr. Rob Henderson over at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery, Art Morvay and Lynn Reeves at Scott County Physical Therapy. Really appreciate them stepping to the plate and helping us bring these broadcasts to you here this spring. Great Crossing, Scott County baseball and softball. So if you get a chance to see Dr. Henderson or Art Morvay or Lynn Reeves, tell them we appreciate it. Count goes to full, 3-2 here to lead off the fourth inning.
All right, she can go back in on her hands here.
Yes, she did, and guessing was correctly is Chloe Carroll, but she hit that one about 100 feet foul. Here's a 3-2 pitch from Ogle. Right back up the box, outside the reach of Lane Ogle. Single leading off the inning is Chloe Carroll. That's the fourth hit of the ball game for Pulaski County. They've had a hit in each inning. So now batting is the pitcher, Kaylee Strunk. Ground out to Sullivan at shortstop in the first inning for the third out of that inning. But a chance to tie this ball game up as she finds Carroll over at first base. She's going to square around the bunt. It's up high.
Oh, that's a gift.
Great job by Bianca Ward.
That is a gift. That's great.
So first out of the inning will bring up Vicky Countryman, the first baseman, 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch, strike call on the outside corner. So the big question of the night is, are we going to Buffalo Wild Wings after this or not, Toby? He says, I don't know. It depends. And I think I know what it depends upon. Oh, 2 is the count. Here's the pitch high, and on the Carroll off to the races, and nice throw by Bianca Ward. That's Bianca Ward's second time she's thrown a runner out at second base. So that single now for naught, and the count goes to 1-2. Here's the pitch, outside, and a little bit high, according to the home plate umpire. Foul ball straight back. To stay alive is Vicky Countryman. The 2-2 pitch is a little bit low, and the count goes full. 3-2 to the number 5 hitter for Pulaski County. The senior first baseman, 0 for 1 in the ball game. And a good job right there. Draws the walk. That'll be the first walk of the ball game for Lane Ogle. And that'll bring up fellow senior Gabby Countryman, the shortstop. First pitch, taking ball 1.
Oh, I think there was a late called strike there.
Was it?
Yep.
Correction, 0-1. The umpire, a little bit deliberate right there, and that's fine. He is in charge. Pitch outside, and the count evens up at 1-1. Pitch fouled off into the net down the first base line. So top of the 4th inning here at Great Crossing Park. 1-2 pitch, staying alive as she slaps it down the first base line. Foul. Pops it up.
Oh, looks like trouble.
Yep. Reed tried for it, couldn't get to it. And we'll give that a single.
Still nothing hurt.
Nope, 5th hit of the ball game for Pulaski County. Heading down to second base is Vicky Countryman. So we got 2 Countrymen out at the base pass for Pulaski County. And that'll bring up Ryan Souter. 1 for 1 in the ball game. She had a single in the second inning. Was stranded at first base. Two outs here in the inning. First pitch is high.
Looks like I think that was another delayed called strike.
Well, excuse me. Yep, 0-1 is the count, as that one was called a strike. 1 out here, or excuse me, 2 outs here. I forgot to update the scoreboard, so I apologize for that. We're going to have a timeout, and looks like we're going to have a pinch runner.
There'll be one less countryman out there.
Yep. You have to root for your countryman. Is that number 30 or 38? I don't see a 38 in the roster, so we're going to say that's Mackenzie Pinkston. So we're going to say number 30, Mackenzie Pinkston.
Hit to second baseman, 4-3 to end the inning. 4-3 to end the inning.
So a good play right there by Destiny Reed. 4-3 in the books. As you got to see an unplanned picture of Toby Murray. So a walk and a hit, 2 hits in the inning, but no damage done as 2 runners are left on base. So through 3.5. Your score remains Great Crossing 1, Pulaski County 0. Back after this.
For oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Welcome back here to the Warhawks Classic. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning with Great Crossing maintaining a 1-0 lead against Pulaski County. Getting a little bit hard to see up here in the broadcast booth. So Scott County leading off for them in the inning. Called the bottom of the 4th will be Nani Valencia, the first baseman, batting .435.
And clearly a fan favorite, as I can hear.
Nani led off the 2nd inning with a double, stranded at 3rd. First pitch swinging, pop up. Underneath of it is Vicky Countryman for the putout. First out of the inning, and now Kendall Mead up for Great Crossing.
She'll get a chance to swing this time with that sacrifice bunt last time up. No runners on this time.
Kendall batting .462 on the season. First pitch swinging, fouled back into the net. Pitch is high.
That
good
looked
shot.
Good off the barrel.
Yep, Molly Nelson underneath of it for the 2nd out of the inning. That'll go get us down to Destiny Reed, the 2nd baseman for Great Crossing.
She's the last in a stretch of 4 batters with home runs. Not this game, but for the season.
First pitch from Strunk is on its way and swinging and fouling it straight back. Here's the 0-1 pitch. High, ball one.
We've only got 2 fields active versus 3 earlier. It's amazing how many fewer foul balls we've had hitting the canopy over here.
Yep, not being quite as scared. First pitch, or excuse me, the next pitch, pal. Count goes to 1-2. So, Billy, while we're waiting, I know you're involved in the school system. What's the attitude of the players finally getting to play after all this COVID stuff kind of ruined everything last year?
Oh, I think we've had our local youth sports have been able to carry on, so it's not like kids really have had no action, but for sure it's definitely great to see everybody get out here able to play on behalf of their schools and have the community have a chance to get out here and support them. It's been really nice to see. You got a chance to see the number of fans we had at that first Battle of the Birds softball game, and it was pretty impressive, wasn't it?
Oh, yes. Yeah. And you would have known. I could have pretty much told you there'd be a lot of turnout for that one.
Yep.
Everybody's been waiting for that first matchup. Coach Jeff Portwood, comes over after winning 3 state titles at Scott County. He decides to come to the new school, and the first chance to play against Scott County. And the fans didn't disappoint. Everybody right now thinks just looking for a reason to get out and be able to do something safely.
That's right.
So the count stays 1-2 to Scott County second baseman Destiny Reed. Staying alive, fouls it off the net.
This at-bat's starting to be reminiscent of Bianca Ward's first at-bat that went pretty deep in the pitch count.
I apologize to the fans at Pulaski County. For some reason, the wrong logo was decided to start displaying. I'll fix that real quick.
2-2's the count.
Not for sure how that happened, but it doesn't matter how it happened. It did. So here's the 2-2 pitch. And she's staying alive. Fouls that one hard. And that's one of those you didn't want to be a warm-up batter for Great Crossing.
Beautiful sunset out here tonight.
Yep. Not a lot of runs scored, but this game's going at a pretty long clip. Great Crossing, time after time, they've pretty much made Strunk battle for every one of her outs that she has gotten tonight. As they've run, probably this is about the 5th batter that's run the count, probably the past 6 pitches. What do you think, Billy?
Yep. Yeah, this is getting ready to be pitch 10.
Yep, next pitch, Toby, we got to take our shoes off to keep counting. Off-speed pitch. The Pulaski County fans wanted that one. And that's one of those could win either way, and really you can't complain. But it goes to Great Crossing's favor, and the count goes full, 3-2. Here's the pitch. Fouled off, out of play.
She's now topped Bianca Ward's 11 pitch at bat. This will be the 12th.
Yep, while you're at it, you might as well make it 13.
Mm-hmm. 13 was always a lucky number for me. Let's see how this plays out for Destiny Reed. I know as a pitcher that's got to be tremendously frustrating.
Here's the full count pitch. And let's make it 14. It's like Groundhog Day all over again.
Hey, isn't that the beginning of that one? I got you, babe.
Mm-hmm. Here comes pitch number 15, and she says, let's make it 16.
Mike, what's the most that you can recall ever seeing?
16. Oh. Don't have a long memory over there, Billy. Sorry for that quick response, but here comes pitch number 17. Swing and a miss. 4th strikeout of the night for Kaylee Strunk. And that sets Great Crossing down. So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. And we'll start the 5th inning. You're watching Fast Pitch Softball on BirdsNestSports.com. Back after this.
Your health means everything. That's why we work to help keep you safe when you come to us for care. That's also why it's so important to not delay getting the care that you need. Whether it's an emergency, a checkup, or time for a screening like your annual mammogram, get the care that your health needs now, because your health means everything to us too.
For doing these games. Okay.
You make me get mine back. No, don't take it. I'd be here anyway. My daughter's playing.
Welcome back to the BirdsNest.com Broadcasting Network. Mike Ritchie, Billy Parker, Toby Murray here. We go to the 5th inning. Great ball game. 1-0 is your score. Great Crossing with the lead. And hats off to Destiny Reed. Probably set the record, like I said, the longest at-bat that I've ever seen that I can remember. And she faced 17 pitches that time. First pitch from Ogle called strike 1. To Abby Clevenger, the right fielder, struck out in the 2nd inning.
Do you like a horse tomorrow in the Derby?
I'll tell you tomorrow night. Haven't really paid that much attention to it, to be honest with you. What about yourself?
I think Essential Quality is going to be a tough one to beat this year. But you never know. Oh.
Yep.
Here we go, strikeout looking.
Yep, strikeout looking for Lane Ogle. The victim is Abby Clevenger. That's the 3rd strikeout of the ball game for Lane Ogle, and that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, the center fielder Molly Nelson, for the Maroons. Hitting from the left side, facing Ogle, pitching from the left side. First pitch slap down the 3rd base line, outside the reach and the grasp of Lookadoo, but is about 5 foot foul.
But you gotta love that hustle. Gotta love that hustle.
Yep, she's going to be a good one. Well, let's rephrase that. She's already a good one, but only a sophomore has a chance to be a really good player. 0-1 pitch. The umpire says she pulled the bat back, even though she was halfway to the pitcher's mound by the time it crossed home plate.
Uh-oh.
Good job. Turned on that one. Foul. The count goes to 1-2. The best line I've ever heard about that check swing is Coach Willard over at Scott County Baseball always used to say, if she'd have hit it, it'd have been a double. So the count 1-2 to the number 9 hitter for the Maroons of Pulaski County, Molly Nelson. On deck is Riley Hull. Staying alive. So Pulaski County, 5 hits in the ball game, only 3 for Great Crossing, but they don't give you victories based off the number of hits. They give you based off the number of runs, and right now Great Crossing is ahead in that category 1-0 here. Ground ball, diving,
nice
stop
dive.
by Reed, up quickly, and they're going to say safe. Good stop right there. So the second infield single of the night for Pulaski County. And that'll get them back to the top of the lineup to Riley Hull. Single in the first, flew out to left field in the third inning, and a chance to do some damage right here. Leadoff hitter, down 1 run, 1 out. What are the chances of her bunting here, Billy?
I don't think very strong, to be honest, because she's got a lot of extra base hits. She's a lot like our Cameron Lookadoo.
First pitch.
I like my chances letting her swing.
Taken. You notice how I'm learning? I'm waiting and waiting. The ball 1. Ogle with the 1-0 pitch. Line drive in the 6 hole. Off the bat of Hull. So back-to-back singles for Pulaski County as Molly Nelson hops on down to second base. So Pulaski County making a little bit of noise right here. 1 out at the top of their lineup. Molly Nelson did a good job of passing it back up to the top with the single. Riley Hull gets a single down in the 6 hole. That'll bring up Dawn Wilson. 0 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch, she squares around. Looks like she's going to bunt. And as they always say, nothing but noise right there. A lot of movement. Lookadoo comes in hard from third base. Sullivan has to jaunt over to third base to cover it from the shortstop spot.
This is their third time around the lineup.
Bunt to Lookadoo, up with the throw. Good scoop by Destiny Reed. So we're going to have our third sack bunt of the night. Second out of the inning, but Pulaski County with 2 runners in scoring position for the number 3 hitter. Chloe Carroll batting .468. She's 1 for 2 in the ball game here tonight. She popped up to Valencia her first time up, single and thrown out, stealing in the 4th inning. So 1-0 here, a little bit of excitement. Pulaski County with 2 runners in scoring position. First pitch by Carroll. Center field underneath of it, though, on a great jump. Brooklyn Booth. For those of you that couldn't tell, she got a jump almost as soon as the ball come off the bat. So a nice shot out there, F8 in the books on a good play by Brooklyn Booth. So Pulaski County, no runs. Strand 2 hitters after 2 hits, no errors by Great Crossing, and 2 runners left on base. So through 4.5 innings, Great Crossing 1, Pulaski County 0. We'll be back right after this. Steve Skierman, agency manager at the Scott County Farm Bureau Insurance, would like you to know that as your local insurance agent, he is right here in your community, ready to help you with all your insurance needs. In the event of a loss, you can count on Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance to help you through it. We have local claims adjusters to serve you at your time of loss. We are knowledgeable about our community and can provide valuable assistance and advice when needed. Call the office today at 502-863-2454 for a free, no obligation quote. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, big on commitment. Welcome back to the BirdsNest Sports.com broadcast network. Mike Ritchie, Billy Parker, Toby Murray. We're here at Great Crossing Park, right across the school from Great Crossing High School. So there's a lot of Great Crossing going on around here. But most importantly, we got one heck of a softball game going on right here. Bottom of the 5th inning, 1-0 is your score. And we've got some action going on right here. Don't know what it is. But we'll find out here shortly. Looks like we have a pinch hitter for Lane Ogle. And that would be number 17. We'll find out who that is here for you really shortly.
Reagan LaPierre, maybe?
17 is Reagan LaPierre. So pinch hitting here in the 5th inning for Lane Ogle.
Oh, wow. What do you think there, Mike?
I'm going to let you make the call. You're the expert.
Oh, well, let's say that was a hit.
That's why you get paid the big bucks. So Great Crossing's 4th hit of the night off the bat of the pinch hitter, Reagan LaPierre, bring up Brooklyn Booth, the center fielder who made the nice play out there, scored the only run for Great Crossing, and now we're going to get a pinch runner.
Looks like Ron Livingston there.
Yep.
Number 12.
I'm running out of room to write all this down.
Mm-hmm. She can fly. She didn't get it from her father, but we'll credit her mom with that.
Like they always say, you can fly, but can you land? It's nice to have an option of a great speedster to come in to pinch run. So Ryan Livingston out at first base. Pinch running for the pinch hitter, Reagan LaPierre, who pinch hit for Lane Ogle.
Oh, I had that as 1-1, but it looks like, is it 0-2?
0-2 looks like the count. Fouls it straight back to stay alive. So leadoff single by Reagan LaPierre. She tries to figure out a way, Great Crossing does, to get another run here. Flips this one down the right field line, out of play. The count stays 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch, a little bit high. One-two pitch.
Oh.
Hit to center field. Molly Nelson, a good jump on it as well. So good plays and good players out in center field for both teams. Molly Nelson for Pulaski County and Brooklyn Booth for Great Crossing. First out of the inning. That'll bring up Katie Baker. Sack bunt for her and her only at bat in the 3rd inning. And going to make it another sack bunt. Picked up by Strunk. Over to Carroll. Try to throw behind the runner down at second base. No luck there. So another sacrifice bunt for the second out, but that advances Ryan Livingston down to second base, and we're back to the top of the lineup. That means Cameron Lookadoo. This will be her 465th pitch she's seen tonight. First pitch swinging into the 6-0. We're going to see if they send Livingston. Portwood comes up and says, hold up right there, but they did a good job right there. Hats off to Coach Portwood and Livingston. They rounded the bag hard, and the left fielder sailed the cutoff person, so that allowed Lookadoo, with her second single of the night, to be able to head down to second base. And just like Pulaski County who had runners at second and third in the fourth inning. Great crossing. Runners at second and third with 2 outs here in their bottom of the fifth. Outside pitch. And the count goes to 1-1. Delaney Sullivan at bat for Great Crossing. She's 0 for 2 in the ball game, hitting .414 is the shortstop. And she fouls that one back, and the count goes 1-2. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Popped up. Underneath of it is Countryman. One hands it for the third out of the inning, so Scott County unable to take advantage of a good opportunity right there. They score no runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and leave 2 runners on base. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back after 5 complete. Scott County, at Scott County, Great Crossing 1, Pulaski County 0. Back after this.
Oral surgery, you need a surgeon you can trust and feel at home with. Consider Dr. Robert Henderson at Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery. Specializing in wisdom teeth extraction, surgery to prepare for dentures, biopsies, corrective jaw surgery, TMJ disorders, and dental implants. All outpatient procedures are performed right here in our office. We participate with most insurance, we offer care credit, and take care of all the paperwork. Georgetown Oral and Facial Surgery will give you a lot to smile about.
Scott County Physical Therapy is a privately owned physical therapy practice specializing in outpatient orthopedics, sports and industrial rehab, neurological rehabilitation, low back pain, neck pain, and arthritic conditions. Our mission is to provide the highest quality physical therapy to assist each individual and the community at large. Scott County Physical Therapy, a journey to wellness. To contact the physical therapist and Scott County Physical Therapy, please dial 502-863-4242. Scott County Physical Therapy is the title sponsor for Scott County Athletics.
Welcome back to the BirdsNest Sports Broadcasting Network. Mike Ritchie, Billy Parker, Toby Murray. Got a good one going on here as we go into the top of the 6th inning. Great Crossing holding on to 1-0 lead against the 12-1 top 20 ranked Maroons of Pulaski County. Leading off for Pulaski County in the top of the 6th inning will be their pitcher, Kaylee Strunk. She's 0 for 2 in the ball game. Ground out to the shortstop, Delaney Sullivan. Popped out to Destiny Reed down at second base, looking for her first hit of the night. And hit number 8 for Pulaski County. First pitch outside, ball 1. Great Crossing, Billy, had a great opportunity there they squandered in that last inning.
Yeah, they sure did. They sure did. Oh, yep, a pitch there.
She didn't want to get out of the way. Now we get us down to Vicky Countryman. Walked and stranded at second base in the 4th inning. Ground out to Delaney Sullivan in the 1st. Got a pinch runner going on here. Or it might be a courtesy runner. We'll check and see. We'll get the number for you here in just a second. Can you all see who that is? Bunt is foul. Check out that number, Toby, if you can.
7 maybe.
Yep. Kaylee Hannah is what we're going to go with.
They have the tallest pinch runners I think I've ever seen.
Yep. And she's probably a courtesy runner.
Yeah, excuse me. Oh, nice playback. There it is. Double play. There we go.
Yep, great play by Lookadoo. She catches the bunt in the air. So F5, and then we're going to say 5-4 for the second out of the inning. So good defensive plays by the Warhawks of Great Crossing. That'll bring up the other Countryman, Gabby Countryman, the shortstop, 1 for 2 in the ball game. Good fast pitch softball game here tonight. First pitch swinging back straight into the net. Strike is the call. 0-2.
Thought I heard it before I saw it on that one, Mike.
Pitch there's probably a ball, but with 2 strikes on you, you have to protect. And the count remains 0-2. To the shortstop for Pulaski County, Gabby Countryman. Again, back in action tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock. Bright and early, Woodford County making the short trip from Versailles to take on the very same Great Crossing Warhawks that are playing tonight. So 2 games back-to-back for Great Crossing tonight. They defeated Frankfort 11-0 in a makeup game at 6, while we were bringing the Scott County victory over Collins 8-0. They come back and play here, and then they up at 9 o'clock in the morning. Nothing like high school sports on the weekend. We have a little water break for the home plate umpire. He's ready. The count's still at 0-2 with 2 outs here. Oga looking for a 4th strikeout. One-two pitch down the right field line. It's fair, and they're going to say stop right there. So another base hit off the bat of Gabby Countryman. Hit number 8 of the night for Pulaski County, and now that'll bring up Ryan Souter, 1 for 2 in the ball game. Single in the second, ground out to Meade at second base in the 4th. So 2 outs here. The tying run at first base, wearing number 18, Gabby Countryman. Here's the first pitch to Souter. First pitch swinging, ground ball by Meade.
Get there.
A little bit of a problem. So Countryman did a good job right there. She went behind her, but she kind of hesitated. So Great Crossing's first error of the ball game. And on the air, Gabby Countryman is all the way over to third base, and Ryan Souter out at first. So we have a timeout and a huddle out here by Great Crossing. And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter. Coach Portwood comes out and joins the party at the pitcher's mound. And pitch hitting for Pulaski County is number 25, Aubrey Newman.
Looks like she's been to the plate a couple times this season, Mike. Batting 1,000.
Well, if you're gonna pinch hit for somebody batting .714, I reckon the young lady batting 1,000 is a good choice. So runners on the corner, 2 outs here. We'll see if Lane Ogle can get out of this jam as she rocks and fires first pitch to Aubrey Newman.
And he called that a strike.
Another delayed strike call. Some fans thought that was a good call. Some fans thought it was a bad call. I'll let you decide which team did which. Pitch is outside. The count evens up at 1 ball and 1 strike apiece. Saw's off on the inside pitch is Aubrey Newman. The count goes to 1-2. We'll see what Lane Ogle does right here. The pinch hitter for Pulaski County with runners at the corner. Pulaski County down 1. Here comes the 1-2 pitch.
Good
Swing
job,
and a miss.
Lane, good job.
What a time to get your 4th strikeout of the ball game. To stop the rally right there, good job by Lane Ogle as Pulaski County no runs on 1 hit, 1 error for Great Crossing, 2 runners left on base.
And it looks like that might be ball game, Mike.
And they're going to call it a ball game. So Billy, let's talk about it right here. If I were to pick the player of the game, it's probably going to be Cameron Lookadoo. She was 2 for 3 with an RBI, had a good double play, defensive play there in the inning. So,
and I don't think I could argue with you.
Yep. So let's do this. Cameron Lookadoo is going to be our player of the game. The player of the game for this ball game is sponsored by Chick-fil-A. So we're going to do this. We're going to take a timeout. This ball game is final. Your final score: Great Crossing 1, Pulaski County 0. So I apologize for all the Great Crossing fans. I only said that about 9 times, but once you start thinking about it, it becomes a habit. So again, your final score is Great Crossing 1, Pulaski County 0. So Great Crossing goes to 8-3. Pulaski County drops their second ball game of the year, 12-2, and got to be heartbreak right there. Pulaski County with runners at first and third, pinch hitter up for them, a chance to tie the ball game at least. Lane Ogle comes up with a big pitch for the strikeout, her 4th of the ball game, and she gets the victory. Your final score: Great Crossing 1, Pulaski County 0. So for my broadcast partner, Billy Parker, for the cameraman extraordinaire, Toby Murray, I'm Mike Ritchie. We're the BirdsNest Sports.com broadcast crew. Thanks for watching. Check us out tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock as Great Crossing takes on Woodford County. If you're interested in watching some baseball, Scott County is hosting Ryle in the Dan Cummins Slugfest at 12:30. And if the planets align, we will be back over here at 3 o'clock. But that's probably pretty iffy, being the baseball game over there is starting at 12:30. So, again, have a good evening. Thanks for watching, and get a chance, get out to the ballpark and watch these fine athletes play in their sport of their choice. Have a good evening. Turn it up.